Hi guys, it's Jessie from Jessie's Planet, and I'm here with my teacher planner. We're getting ready to look at the next week of planning. Just finished a video with my dashboard, and I was talking about how planning has been crazy lately because life has been crazy. But my school planner, as you will notice, is, let me take out the stuff that will be too much information for you. My teacher planner has been going like it's supposed to. We had our first week of school, did all this stuff. Some of my lesson plans. And we're getting ready to start this week that I have to plan for. So we're gonna get her started. Let me make sure I'm good. One second. Went on Etsy, did some things, probably shouldn't have, but it was very fun. As always, I have boxes. These are just my wrong boxes. I get these on Amazon for ease and convenience. They come to me quick. I had to get a new box of those. And then I ordered stickers. These came from Sandy Planner Boutique. And they're very cute. I'm very excited. They will be excellent in my teacher planner. Some of them are very big, some of them are small. And I love every single one of them. So we're gonna use some of these this week in getting this started. And I just realized there's one thing I'm missing. I'm not gonna get it right now. I'll get it in a minute. But let's get going. All right, so first of all, this gets covered because it just makes it easier if I put that somewhere else sometimes. All righty, now I have, because of the colors are mostly primary, I've gone with 3 different ones that I feel like will go pretty well with the colors we have going on here. And I'm trying to figure out which way I wanna go, but they're honestly, I'm leaning more towards these 2, but I feel like all 3 of them can find a place in here. So we're going to go ahead and get some washi started. Now, when I'm doing my planner, boxes are something I need a lot of. Actually, I'm gonna pull these out. I love you, go over here for now. Because it'll just make it easier to work. I just don't want to have stuff everywhere. Alrighty. So, one thing about my teacher planner is that I'm going to be using a lot of boxes on the top. Go through lots of boxes during the school year. And I did not actually want to go this far with the washi. I feel like if I'm not, I would have gone all the way if I were going to hole punch, if I was going to get out the crocodile punch and hole punch the part of my holes that I covered. But I am not today because I'm not doing any stickers over there at this point. I mean, anything can change, but I want that one down there. So we're just gonna go the length of the actual boxes. Ah! Take 2. Alrighty, that's done. You don't want to slide today. I have not had enough coffee yet. It is Saturday. Tomorrow's my lesson planning day. So today is the day we get the planner ready to put the lesson plans in tomorrow. What? Whose hair is that? I know, guys, it seems gross. It's really not gross. It's a cat, clearly. Sometimes you wonder how you get cat hair in the washi, and I don't know that I can tell you that. The washi is closed up. They don't use the washi last I checked, but it would be kind of cute if the cats were doing their planners too. If the cats want to learn to plan, I'll let them plan. I'll share with them. The dog, she's not allowed to plan. Because honestly, half the time the problem is her. I love her, but she's a lot. Alrighty, so we have some tape. Those work well there. I need boxes on top. We're gonna figure out what color I'm going with. So, because this is what we're working with, we have some red and blue. I feel like yellow might be a natural choice if there's a yellow that I like. Because that's the part where it's like, you have all these different colors, but look at that. I like the sunshiny yellow. I feel like that works. But the boxes I use on top, there's a dark yellow. The boxes I use on top are usually these smaller boxes because we just do whatever the content area is. So we're gonna ponder this for a second, and I'm gonna go grab the month stickers that I wanted, I think. Alrighty, I'm not sure if I'm going to want to spell out August with the letters. That might happen, actually, we'll see. These are kind of cute. These are kind of cute too. The purples don't, like, they're cute, but they're not right. Otherwise, I have this guy too, because then I can have some pre-made August. I'm gonna just stick August in there, but I think I want to spell it out. I think that this is gonna get used. Sorry, I just got a little distracted on that one. I was like, I don't know what we're doing here. So for this, I think I'm gonna do this will be nice. All right. I have too many boxes. It's okay, because I was trying to figure out how I want to do this. I like the blue. I like the red. I like the yellow. Actually, I think I'm going to use them all. I'm not really ready to go back to all 7 because we're too early in the year, but I'm still going to. go ahead and do all 7 so I can get back into the scheme of things as far as planning goes, because there is a, like, when it comes to my teacher planner, there is a bit of rhyme and reason. Like, it isn't just what I'm feeling. It has to be particularly functional. So now, usually with my teacher planner, goes one of 2 ways at the end. This will be one big, and I'll go ahead and white it out, or it's 2 separate rows, depending on what I'm tracking. But we're going 2 separates today. Now, I always, and this will be a good use for this tape, so we can change it up a little bit. I always do a tape line or washi or stickers or something to separate this section from this section when I'm actually planning. And that is because you're not gonna, there we go, that's good enough. All right, because these are my academic classes and this is other personal stuff. So I need to label my academic classes. Every day we start with morning meeting. Then we have ELA. After that, we have science. And I did not get fancy with the writing today. I feel like given the fact that we're doing primary colors and the stickers that we have, it warranted printing. Math and social studies. So the thing is that sometimes these classes switch. And that's because if we're doing a cooking activity, which we usually do on Fridays, we cook earlier in the day because that's when the kids are hungry, and then we'll do science at the end of the day. All right, that's that. I also need to have my to-dos, and that's always my very last row, and I don't know why, but it is to-dos. And then this one is communication. Which isn't as useful in this moment, but it will be as we go, because this is where I'm focusing my energy during any given week on trying to get the kids to use their devices and see how that's going to fit into lesson plans. And I need to have some place that I'm like, hey, in science, this is really what I want to work on as far as communication. It's important. So there's always communication in morning meeting. They practice saying all sorts of stuff in morning meeting, but we want to try and incorporate those things into other classes. I have stickers. I need boxes here. I need August here somewhere, and then we're going to get started. My thing is I can have decorations here. I can have decorations here and here throughout. I don't have a lot of space for decorations here. So anything that is big and decoration-y ends up here or here, but I still have to have a little bit of room to write on these, because part of morning meeting is every day we celebrate whatever the holiday is of that week. And there are all sorts of weird holidays. Like last week we did Root Beer Float Day, we did Popsicle Day, we did Dolly Parton Day. They liked Dolly Parton Day, they thought that was fun. So we just bring up whatever it is that is like the fun and odd thing we can celebrate for the day, and we do that then. All right, so boxes here. We've already decided what colors we're using for the most part. And I don't think that I'm going to do any green in this one, as far as boxes go. But I am I'm telling you guys, I have not had enough coffee, and I am on the struggle bus with these stickers today. Blue. I'm not gonna lie, I think this giant one's gonna go down here, even though it's gonna go into two separate. That one's not right. I just continue to be on the sticker struggle bus. Woo woo. Okay, it's good enough. Alrighty. We have some boxes to write some things. These little ones will get used for random stuff. This is my to-do list. This is going to be more fun and decorative, I think, than anything, which will be fun. Alrighty, let's put some stuff in here. I wanted to peel off on that one, and I'm not sure why. Look at the little cup. Isn't she cute? Love these stickers. Don't like that the back keeps trying to peel up with it. Tweezers, the answer to all of life's most important problems. See, there we go. It's gonna start looking like a planner. Are you guys excited? Okay, I love, don't know why, like, not like that, not that it's not cute, but I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this little jar of paper clips. Isn't she cute? And then also, like, some of these are like retro and take me back to my childhood. Just like to age myself, of course. Like they have a very 80s feel to them, which makes me super happy. A pencil case. See, the pen wants to come up every time. That's a little annoying. That's really cute, but I think it's gonna be a little too big for what we're doing. I need something over here, and I'm thinking, do I want to do file folders? I think I might layer over in this corner instead of going with something super big. Might layer a little bit. I like the lamp, but I also like the globe. I also like the anchor chart. It's probably just no bad, but it looks like an anchor chart. Let's do the alarm clock, maybe. No, you cannot live there. You're gonna have to come down here somewhere, unfortunately, because I don't want to lose the top of you over here. I can lose the top of things, but not you. What about this puddle of teachery supplies? Can this go here? Look, it can, guys. My puddle of teachery supplies can go there. And my old school stapler. Now, before I get too excited, I have to put August somewhere, and then I can finish, because I like this here, but that's usually where my August goes. So, what is the magic color for August today? I feel like these are cute, but the problem is the colors aren't right. As we listen to me whine because I want primary colors, not pastels. Silver is cute, it's an option. Plain old black is also, I guess, an A-U-G-U-S-T. Do black. Come back to this if we don't find anything else we like better. I like these too, but I feel like I'd be pulling maybe too much blue. Dogs. So fun. But also, she likes to rage bait me. Dogs. Slightly spicy, but still lovable. These might be the choice. Let's do this. kind of is, I might want to turn this in this instance to make sure I'm getting it right. I think it's okay. Making sure my dog is not still helping herself some kitty foods, because she makes questionable choices sometimes. August. Freaking cat hairs. Teeny tiny little black cat hairs. August. I don't dislike the color. And actually I think it's good because it's pulling more green in. There's green here, and there's green here. And it just kind of makes the green kind of fall into line a little bit. All right, we got August. Don't think I need any more boxes at this point. But I do need Need a couple small things. I'm gonna put something here. I'll probably go with, because I did this side, this side, this side. I think I'm gonna go with the middle on this one. So if I can find something that's not too large. Oh, why yes, glasses. I cannot teach without you. There, yay. Okay. As much as I would like to have a lot more in here, I'm not gonna lie. I run into issues if I put too much in, because there's only so much space. Green. And I want a blue, but I don't know that I have a blue that I like for this job. That's too tealish. So we're going to go with the duller one. Yeah. That works. Now I need to trim this because, hey guys, you're going over the edge. And there's one more thing I need to do. Now, what I had to go grab is I had to get some of my grid dot paper. So here's the thing. Sometimes I need to take notes, and during the regular school year, I shouldn't need to take as many, but I like to have a brain dump spot every week on my planner, and I usually put it kind of in the middle. Last week's we didn't do a lot of dumping, so it just kind of exists here, like I did some math there, but like it didn't really get used. It'll get recycled later if I hit a point where I need some in my other planner or something. Like it's not dead. It just will serve a different purpose. But I'll use it when the washi that I use kind of fits into. So when I do another layout and I have like more of the blue and white tape stuff, I'll pull it out of here and I'll use it again. But I'm probably only gonna need one sheet. Sometimes I will trim off this part and I'll go the long ways so it reaches all the way to the end of the paper. Today, I don't think I need to do that. I think that with the amount that I've been doing, I probably don't need to make additional holes. I probably can just use the paper the way it is, but I'm probably gonna cut it in half so it's like a little Dutch door, which makes life a little bit easier when I do that. I think that we're gonna count out, hang on. And then, if I don't like the way they fall, sometimes it works out well. But if I don't like the way they fall, I just take off the holes. And I like that dot grid paper because I can line the dots up nice and easy. Take that off. Take that off. Now, I want these to be about the same size, so I'm going to line up. Make sure I got it right. Looks like I'm cutting right about there. Unless I want to go this way. Sometimes, yeah, that's about the dot we're going to cut on. These two now live together. They're going to be for my notes, but I like to washi them. I also have to hole punch them with my Happy Planner hole punch that has paint on it apparently. Who knew? Okay, one sheet at a time. I don't know why you're being difficult. I'll just go over this way. Because I'm telling you, I am way more fond of my crocodile. The Happy Planner serves a purpose, but I feel like half the time she's being funny. And while I like a good joke just as much as everyone else, funny when I'm trying to make holes is not my idea of a good time. I feel like this is not, let's do this. Did not like it. They did not match the way I wanted them to. That's better. Okay. And then I do some washies. And I feel like we're gonna do the red and the blue possibly. Can I close you for a second? Because I don't want to accidentally see the white through it and think that I'm lined up right, because that would be weird. The scissors are always so loud when I set them down. I gotta be careful. Sometimes I'll do this one a wee bit shorter. Let me show you what I mean. Sometimes I go a lot shorter, sometimes I go a wee bit shorter. But if I do it shorter, then as you can see, you get the washi that pops out over here. And my line is not straight. The paper cutter did not help me out in this endeavor. It actually made it more difficult. But then I get the washi that pops out underneath, so I can have both washies, which is cute. Because like I said, it's just brain dump. It doesn't have to be super fancy. And I sometimes do all the edges. I sometimes just do some of the edges. I'm only gonna do the outer edge on this one because I'm gonna use a couple more stickers for my brain dump page. Kitties are making a lot of noise today. I'll pay attention to y'all in a minute. Okay, thanks. Okay. Paper slice will go away. I'm gathering garbage. How fun is that? Kitty, why are you so crazy? Okay. The blue one is longer, so it goes in the back. And I usually do them right about here because we don't want it to look like they don't match. We want it to look like it's like sometimes if it's down here, it's like it looks like I was trying to go for something I wasn't going for. It just needs, like, they're just little touch toys. They're cute. It's where my brain dump goes. We can put a little bit more stickers on this guy to make him so cute. I love you. And we're going to put you right there. And here is the question. Let's test this out here. I can write on it. It doesn't smudge. So this can be my label for my right there, my brain dope. So she's good. This is where my notes are gonna go that are just notes that I have to think about. My to-dos go actually here. So like if I'm like, oh, I'm thinking about this, write it down here. Then I go back and I'm like, oh, I need to buy this. Then it goes on the to-do list. And we have all of our classes. Next video, I'll go over how I do my lesson planning and how I put it in for people that want to lesson plan with me. Not everybody's gonna want to lesson plan with me. I use Unique Learning for some of my stuff. I do a little bit of everything. My kids don't learn like typical middle schoolers. They're a little bit different as far as how we teach and what we teach. So it looks a little different, but if that's something you're into, definitely come and find that. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys sticking around this long. If you like it, let me know. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, I'm working through my video quality issues. I think that had more to do with what my phone was set at when I was recording. And if that's not the case, then it might be time for me to consider another option as far as what I'm taping on, which is something that I can always consider. But it's kind of nice just having it on my phone because then I can access it multiple places. She'll get filled in. Like I said, there's a big white space here, but we do a lot of stuff every day and that's got to fit somewhere. So it'll end up looking a lot busier like this one does. I have all this stuff in it. So she won't be sad and lonely. She'll just be different. But love these stickers. Again, found them on Etsy. We do like Sandy Planner Boutique. We definitely will visit her again for some other things. But these retro back to school ones were really cute and I'm glad I got them. We'll see what comes in the mail next because there are other ones coming. Etsy is my new place for now. I've bounced around. I go through moods and Etsy's where it's at this point. Alrighty. It was nice. Hope to see you guys again. I'll have something else soon. Have a great day.